What did the ruthless General Napoleon have in common with the notorious painter Adolf Hitler? Neither of them came from the countries they so successfully expanded. Hey Slavic Vikings, and welcome to a video where I will give more examples and analyze this strange phenomenon. I grew up in Denmark and Ireland, but have lived in Poland most of my life. I have found that I am patriotic towards Poland to a higher degree than my fully Polish friends. I'm not saying that I will become a dictator, but this fact was a factor in creating this video. The main reason why this seems so strange to me is that these authoritarian dictators usually base their motivation on extreme nationalism, and why would you be nationalistic towards a country that you aren't even from? Nowadays, many people would point out that it is stupid to be patriotic to any country, regardless of your birth location. But that is a topic for another video. You probably know the first example of this. Hitler was not a native German.
Do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler?
Adolf was born to an abusive father, which is suspiciously a common denominator among tyrants. He was born in the town of Braunau am Inn, just 500 meters from the German border. Perhaps the fact that Hitler lived so close to Germany had an influence on his love for that nation. Hitler eventually moved to Germany in 1913 and renounced his citizenship in 1925. But that was not proof enough for him that he was a true blue-eyed, blonde, tall, and Nordic Aryan. So he invaded his homeland in 1938. Thus, there was no longer any doubt that the Führer of Germany was a real German. Next up, Joseph Stalin. The leader of the USSR, who won World War II and started the Cold War, he was known for killing anyone he suspected of conspiracy. His father was an alcoholic who punished so harshly that Stalin tried to kill his dad in self-defense by throwing a knife at him. Joseph was born in Georgia, not the Russia he ruled so fiercely with his iron fist. To be fair, Georgia was part of the Russian Empire at the time and did not gain independence until 1991, but Georgia has existed and thrived as its own culture for much longer than that. There are Georgian people, Georgian food, which Stalin said was his favorite, and a Georgian language. Joseph actually had an extremely strong Georgian accent, of which he was extraordinarily ashamed of. Besides his enormous cult of personality, he hardly ever spoke in public. His main political opponent, Leon Trotsky, was a tremendously good speaker, of whom Stalin was known to be very envious. The fact that Georgia was entirely Russian is not totally true, since the last part of the country was not incorporated into the Russian Empire until the year of his birth. This is particularly shocking because Stalin ruled through radical centralization, with the city of Moscow deciding everything, even though the people of Eastern Siberia, Georgia, and Moscow had and have hugely different needs. This lack of autonomy for the states was especially unheard of in a country as diverse and large as Russia, which, by the way, at the time was even bigger than it is today. Napoleon Bonaparte used an early form of Hitler's blitzkrieg military tactic to take most of Europe before he made the same mistake as Hitler and invaded Russia in the winter. He slowly gave himself more and more power before crowning himself emperor. Emperor Bonaparte was birthed on the island of Corsica, just 15 months after France bought the island from the Italian city-state of Genoa. Much like Stalin, he was barely granted citizenship and was ridiculed for his accent. As a young man, he moved to France to school, where he began his path to authoritarian nationalism and later ordered an invasion of his home island of Corsica to get rid of the English. These 3 cases were what led me to make this video. In researching for this video, I found a couple additional examples that intrigued me. If you know of other leaders that aren't native, let me know in the comments below. Catherine the Great, who was known as a hypocritical warmonger with an unnatural sexual appetite for young men and dirt, is a great source of patriotism to many Russians today because she greatly expanded the nation. Born in what is now Poland, Szczecin, and then Prussia, unlike our previous cases, this woman came to Russia by chance through a diplomatic marriage and became emperor because of her lust for power and not because of her radical patriotism, as could be said of our previous examples. It may be hard to imagine these people because they lived a considerable long time ago. So how about some more recent examples? I'm sure you are familiar with Kim Jong-un. Well, his dad, Kim Jong-il, was considerably worse and directly caused the deaths of millions. Kim Jong-il was born in northern Siberia, one of the least inhabited places on Earth, as punishment for guerrilla activities. Most of his crimes against humanity were based on lavish spending and kidnapping South Koreans for his private pleasure, like the time he kidnapped a famous South Korean actor because he thought his movies were bad, or the way he spent $1 million a year on cognac. Unlike all other cases, this dictator did not have to try very hard to come to power. He inherited the office of president when his father, Kim Il-sung, died of a heart attack. One of my theories as why some of these dictators are not native is that there is an innate psychological reason that you appreciate something more when you are not fully part of something. That would also explain my patriotism towards Poland. I'm really interested in why this is, so if you have any idea, please post your theory in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more topics like this, please like and subscribe. Only 96% of my audience is subscribed, and I hope that is not because 96% of my viewers don't enjoy my content. So all I am doing is a quick reminder. I want to start to give shoutouts to my subscribers in the comments because I really appreciate the intelligent conversations that are there. So for this video, I would like to shout out Honoré for being supportive, honest, and helpful. The recommended video you see on screen has been selected by the mighty YouTube algorithm just for you, so you can be pretty confident that you will like it. And as always, farewell, żegnam, and goodbye.